Going in and writing dollar bills, making cash, I get the chills. Pick it up, watch it rise. Stop marking dreams in my eyes. Welcome to Banana Bread Trades.
Welcome everyone to Banana Bread Trades. My name is Goose and welcome back to another recap and trade plan. I am sorry I missed yesterday. I've been working on a video for you guys. It's going to be released next week sometime. Probably one of the best videos I've ever made. I'm very happy about it. But it'll be, like I said, it'll be released probably sometime next week. I'm going to be gone this weekend. Going to be at the lake, got a bachelor party, going to have a lot of fun. So yeah, was working on that last night, had the creative mindset going, didn't want to interrupt it, and you guys know how it goes. So anyways, we're going to recap yesterday as well as today, and then talk about our trade plan going forward. It's been a pretty gnarly 2 days. We've had some violent sells that really we haven't seen since, mid 2023 or even COVID, really, with the aggression of selling that we've seen. I mean, as far as the size of these moves, they have been very large selling moves, and especially yesterday. I mean, the selling that we saw was extremely aggressive. It wasn't like a profit taking move like we saw last Thursday. This was real genuine selling. So let's go ahead and talk about what we did Thursday or Wednesday, I guess. Today is Thursday. What we did Wednesday, because I started off the day with a stop. Actually, I got hit pretty good. It wasn't a big stop points wise, but it was a very big stop as far as, I was a little sized up more than I probably should have been, but I really liked this level to hold, and it didn't, and I took my stop. But this level here was our 260 level. And if you've been reading our trade plans that we put in the Discord, we can scroll up here a little bit. This 260 level was kind of a bigger one that I had marked out. It was an untested POC, and it was, like I said, it was very far extended. We had a pretty big overnight sell, like a 300 point overnight sell, testing this POC. ES was also, making its own moves downward, and I was like, I was pretty confident we would have an inventory correction right at open, go retest the bottom of the prior range. We were testing that POC, and it failed. It sold right through, and my big mistake here was I didn't take the initial test of 260. I actually took a later test of 260, and that's what really bit me, because we tested 260 pre-market, and the first test of 260 we're overextended on the Kelt, tested it, and then we sold or bought up a good 50 points, good 50-60 points. I mean, that was a great trade there. However, I was not awake when that happened. I woke up, I got on the markets, I saw we were selling back down to this 260. We kind of wicked it a little bit. There was a lot of buying volume going on at open, and I was confident that we were going to get this correction a little bit, not a massive correction, but we were way overextended. Go back, retest the bottom of the range, and we did not get that whatsoever. ES got it. ES got the inventory correction that we wanted. If we go to yesterday at 8 a.m., it had the pop that we wanted. However, NQ just sold straight down. So that was the big difference there that you can see is ES got the pump that we wanted, and I expected NQ to get it because NQ was at a major level. ES really wasn't at a major level that we were watching at the time. NQ was. So that was, my start to Wednesday. The next thing that happened was we sat for a little bit because, like I said, I took a pretty good L there, and had to wait and watch and see if anything else happened. Luckily, ES sold off a lot, but it sold off to this 56.47 level, and this was a single that we had marked out there. We were also overextended on the Kelt when we got there. 56.47. Oh, it's 55. My bad, guys. Okay, 56.47. We came down here, and we got a pump right off that level, which was really nice, and I was able to get a nice profit off that move right there, which kind of made up for my day of taking, made up for my L that I took earlier in the morning. So yeah, that was, or here's the move right here. Sorry. right here. We were overextended on the Celt, tested that 47 level, and then pumped right back up. We were able to get a good 10 points out of that. And like I said, that made up for the loss that we took earlier. I took that on a full ES. So that was my Wednesday. And if you want to go back and look through the Discord as well, I have everything posted in here as well. So going to today, I really didn't plan on taking any trades because we had this massive sell-off still going. Like I said, we had this massive sell-off on Wednesday. Then we consolidated all night long, kind of had a little bit of pump action. And my initial thought was we were going to have an inside day. As far as the daily chart goes, I thought we were maybe going to get a little bit of retracement. We left a lot of structure behind, right? So I was like, we'll probably get some weird retracement. It's going to be weird action, and I won't get a trade in that I'll really like, or maybe short later in the day, you know, if we got some decent retracement. However, none of that happened. We actually sold right off. And it actually made for a pretty interesting day because, like I said, I was not planning on, you know, taking a trade if we were going to be inside yesterday's value. And mostly that's just because there wasn't going to be really any structure for me to play outside of maybe shorting one of these singles if things looked good. But like I said, that sell-off was so aggressive, I wasn't exactly sure how I felt about, you know, either way. However, like I said, we sold straight off, and today got pretty entertaining as far as ES goes, because in Q we didn't test any levels. Like I said, we made a level. We made this single level here in a new POC, obviously, but we're kind of out here in the middle of nowhere zone. 19,540 is the level I'm really looking to long on NQ. I know we have this multi-tested low here around 720, 750 area, but I think this is just a bump in the road for this actual 540, because 540 not only completes the CPI move and fills in the volume from the start of this contract, it also fills, if you run a continuous contract, it fills the rollover gap that we have as far as volume goes as well. So that 540 level on NQ is a really big deal, and I'm kind of staying away from any longs on NQ until we get there. If we want to, you know, do a little relief bounce here while we're here, I'm definitely looking, you know, for that to happen either tomorrow. Let's see, tomorrow's Friday or Monday. I would expect a relief bounce to happen, maybe some range, because we have sold off, you know, quite a bit. But also, like I said, if we sell right off to 540 tomorrow, once we tag 540, I'm going to be looking towards the long side, because this 540 through 400 level, that's a very, very massive area. Like I said, just as far as, you know, filling in all that volume, completing that U contract, our last contract, you know, gap and everything, that's a very, very important area to look. So the main thing I'll probably be watching outside of that is going to be ES. ES has quite a bit more levels to the downside here than NQ does relatively. You know, we have a couple more untested POCs, and if you, like I said, if you hop in Discord, I have all of these numbers listed out here. Here we go. I have all of the main levels that I'm watching listed out. So go hop in Discord. If you come to our Discord, scroll down to accountability, go to Goose, and then I have all my trade plans written up in there, as well as, you know, all the trades that I took the day prior. So I'll do my recap in my trade plan in here as well. But back to Quan Tower here. So we have quite a bit more levels to play here on ES, and really I'm looking probably more to the short side for now. I could be wrong. We could get a violent relief bounce. We have sold off really hard for the last 2 days. So I'm keeping that in mind as well. And I'm not going to hop in front of a train. But if we're overextended on a Celt while we're testing one of these singles on ES to the upside, same thing with NQ. If we're overextended while testing one of these, I will look to short. But also the same thing on the long side with ES as we work our way down. Another thing to note is ES has been a lot less bearish compared to NQ. Tech is really, really weak right now because of this whole tariff situation. So, I mean, just the relative move, size of the move has been a lot bigger on NQ percentage-wise. So ES, it's a lot less bearish. So playing these moves, if we're extended on the Celt, has been a lot better for scalping conditions, in my opinion, just because it I mean, NQ's just been violently selling down with no remorse, and it's really not bouncing a lot of these levels. And if they do, they've been really, really pitiful bounces. I mean, this has just been a very, very aggressive sell move, whereas ES is kind of giving us a little bit more off of these prior levels. So I'll be looking probably to take some longs on ES if we're overextended to the downside, and then same thing with the short. You know, whichever way we move, if we're overextended, I'll probably be playing that. I expect us to be a little bit more rotational on Friday and Monday. Now, that's all I have as far as the trade plan goes. Today's trades. Let's talk about today's trades. So today, like I said, I didn't plan on trading, but we came down on ES and we had two very important levels that we tested today. Excuse me, on ES. And I don't really know why it's not showing up here, but we had singles at 82. We had singles at 82. I know my Quan Tower is not showing it right now, but there were singles at 82. And we caught the bounce there at 82 for about 10 points ish. We just took a scalp off that one because the main one we wanted was 72. 72 was an untested POC. And if you watched, scroll over here. Like I said, NQ wasn't near anything, so we were just watching ES in this situation because it was coming down towards these levels. If you watched ES today, as we started getting closer to these levels, 82 and 72, let's make this scale just a little bit bigger for you guys. Sorry. There we go. So as we came down here towards 82, you notice we got a lot more buying. It's been a violent sell all day. Then all of a sudden, sellers are getting a little bit slower as we're getting closer to our level. They attempt a little buy up here. They fail. They come back down. But as you can see, there's a lot more attempts at buying as we're getting closer. The buyers have showed up or sellers are getting tired. One of the two. As you saw this morning, this is a situation where you don't want to try knife catching when it sells real hard like this. Yes, you'll have these random spikes up, but these random spikes up are so effing hard to catch that you're going to lose more money than you'll actually make when you catch them. Let things slow down to your downside levels. So it slowed down, caught a little bit of bid, came back down. And like I said, we really were catching some buyers. 82 was that old set of singles. We got long there. It pumped a good, almost 15, 20 points. We got 10 points out of that. Sold back down. I had limits at 72, and that was almost a no drawdown long. And that took off, and that's what we were looking for. Like you said, we saw these sellers getting tired. That was our major reversal point. We're overextended on the Keltner channel. Everything's lined up to take this long, and we got it. We got, well over 20 points out of that long, and we were actually able to hit it with quite a bit of size. And if you go to our Discord, again, like I said, I posted our trades in here as well. There we go. Sorry. I posted our trades in here as well. So you can go through and see all the trades that we took today. And that was, our big heavy long right there. We took that with a lot of contracts and got it right up, back up to balance. So that was, that was the real key today. Is like I said, I wasn't planning on trading. Like I said, we were really far away from any levels that I was interested in. And then we continued to sell off pretty heavy on ES today, all the way down to those levels. We were overextended. Buyers were showing up as we were getting closer to that level, which gave us two really great long opportunities. So that was our day today. The last 2 days have been, honestly pretty great days. Yesterday was a little bit tougher because we took the L first. Then that second trade was a really good trade that made up for it. But the win today was a really nice win when we weren't expecting it. But sometimes those are the best days because you're not expecting to take a trade. Then when the opportunity does arrive, you're so not planning on taking a trade that, you're almost forced to take it, So, sorry, I'm a little scatterbrained today. It's been a very long day. I've been working on this other video. My voice is kind of getting shot. So we'll probably go ahead and just call the video here. Like I said, all the levels and stuff are in the Discord. You guys can see them here. We're just going to be playing these levels overextended on the Celts. I don't expect a whole lot overnight, which, I mean, we've been wrong the last 2 nights as far as what we get overnight, but RTH tomorrow should provide something, or it might be a really lame range day. It is Friday, so we'll see if we can get 540. I definitely want to take a long there. We'll see what ES is lining up with when we get around that area as well. And yeah, so that's all we got for today. There will be no trade plan or recap tomorrow. I will be at the lake, but I should be back Sunday. We'll see how I feel Sunday. But worst case scenario, I'll see you Monday. But either way, have a great weekend, guys. Thank you guys for watching this video all the way through. I appreciate you guys so much. And because you guys are obviously the real ones, because you watched all the way through, even through the outro part, I'm going to give you guys a little sneak peek at what's to come next week. I'm pretty excited about it. This is not the full thing. This is just a little snippet of what's to come. So again, don't tell anyone about this. This is just between you and me. This is your reward for watching all the way through. So, you know, no one else has earned this, only you. So like I said, keep this our little secret until next week. So thank you guys again, and I hope you enjoy.
Watching the much rise and fall, heartbeats echo in this hall. Screens aglow, the dusk to dawn, blurry nights and we're beyond. Caught in trades that slip and slide, in this game no place to hide. Hopes as high as mountain peaks, fall as fast as the market leaks. Caught in trades that slip and slide, in this game no place to hide. Hopes as high as mountain peaks, fall as fast as the market leaks. Struggle with the emotions, day trade, devotion, highs and deep lows, where the market went blows. In the pit of Wall Street's roar, dreams get shattered, hearts set war. Profit margins wide and thin, gamble all and hope to win. Chasing shadows in the night, in the storm I seek the light. Closing deals with shaky hands, in the sea where no one lands. Tripping over digits bright, hopes they soar then take the flight. Through the pump and through the dump, life's a trading great time.